Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to our first stream of 2026, where we're going to be giving away the newest set, Munikis Kiss. Just turning some lights on so we get a better view of the cards. We are very, very happy to be back. We're starting to ramp it up once again in terms of content on our channel. But before we start, I do want to clarify one thing. I do want to clarify um, the mailing situation with the US, and maybe this is going to be better. Now, long story short, been trying to ship things to US. We've been shipping things to US pretty normally prior to the tariff, and I think people have so far received all the cards uh, quite well, I would say. Everything has been shifted from since the last giveaway. We had a huge member giveaway where we pulled some fire, and actually the two Ganga SAR that we pull has been the winners has been identified. They've come out and said that we've got the Ganga SAR, which is super nice. Um, Now we haven't been able to ship to US, and part of the reason being, given the tariff situation, Hong Kong Post refuses to ship anything to US beside a document. Now I did put up a post saying that we will try to ship things via document. So hopefully that will go through. So when I actually went to the post office the other day and actually want to send those cards out via a document, the the person asked me basically, what are these inside? I said they're cards, and they said, well, there is a risk of them being taken away. I mean, and I said, what do you mean? So he said, basically, if you're shipping documents, and if they're not document inside, there is a chance that these will be confiscated. And that's where I'm like, well, I don't want these cards to be confiscated because these are, you know, people want these cards, and some of these are my members, so I don't want it to be confiscated. And then we get down to the rabbit hole where people are like, "Where's my card?" And I said, "I sent it, but it hasn't arrived." Blah blah blah. So, for the unforeseeable future, unless things changes, I'm not going to get into the political side of things. For the unforeseeable future, if you are from the US and if you win, we will keep your cards. And once things improve, we will send it out. Now, you might, and this come down to trust, whether you trust me or not, whether you trust our channel or not. But not sure if I can show it here. I already got a box full of just covering the address there, a box full of all the previous winners, um, in terms of their winning. So I don't want them to be anywhere near me. To tell the honest truth, I want to ship them out, but unfortunately, to even ship one card out to US is going to cost like $60 to $70, which is totally not worth it for you guys to pay for it. And as a small channel, we could just simply just can't afford it because if we're talking about $60 to $70 just to ship a card, that's almost a booster box that we can buy to to open it on the channel, whether to give away or for content. So that's where we're at in terms of with US winners. So you can still win, but we just have some difficulty shipping to you, and we will delay the shipping. With that said, I hope everyone got the message. We will probably repeat that at some stage. But today is all about Munikis. We've got two boxes here. Uh, and we are going to do two draws as per usual. To one box is dedicated to our members only, and then one box is dedicated to all of the members of the public, which you can sign up on the Google form. So Andrew, yes, you do fit that category. I have subscribers and members come to me and say, "Hey, I'm willing to cover the 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 shipping cost if you ship by. So the only method I can ship by is the only trustworthy method that I can ship by is FedEx, and for FedEx again, like I said, it's around 60, 70, maybe even a little bit more in terms of how much the shipping fee is. And some people say, "Hey, I'm willing to pay for it. I'm willing to tell me how much, ship it out, tell me how much it is, and I'm willing to pay for it," and that's fine. But for me to try to cover that, and I've always tried to cover shipping fees um, wherever you are. But for me to do 60, 70, $80 of shipping fees, just purely impossible. So fingers crossed, the tariff situation improves. And to be honest, I don't even know how the tariff situation improved. So anyway, with that said, all right. Hello everyone joining the stream. Is a little bit I just realized it's a little bit competitive this particular time slot because I know DPM is also doing his live right now. So I do appreciate everyone who's joining us right now. So hello to Elise Terrier. Hello to Uncle Dilla, Trainer Glenn, Kevin the Spider, Andrew, Sabine Zayn, Christian, and Hannah. And now, like I said, all the winners from our member exclusive stream, everyone, if you're not in US, they should be shipped it, and hopefully, you should have received it by now. So, with that said, let's go into our box number one and draw out our name. So here we go. Now this set here, I know people are not very high on this set. I do appreciate that, Andrew P4C over DPM. Um, one day, one day we'll hopefully catch up to Pat and his gang over there. But for the time now, we're still playing a bit of catch up. So we're opening up a entire box. Got one more pack here, and we're doing the member giveaway first. So I always have to say this: if you don't see your name in the random wheel for now, do not panic. Do not panic. Oop, not this screen, this one here, because this is just for our members first, and we're going to draw 4 names. Now I realize people don't feel good um winning the full art trainer card, so we might as well not put that in. So we're gonna do 4 winners. Every box should have 3 art rare and then 1 SR. But in the case that we do get an error box or we get an extra SAR, SR, MUR, so super rare, special art rare, or a mega ultra rare, we'll draw 1 more name again. All right, with that said, let's draw some names first. I'm going to actually draw all 4 names together. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here's our first name. Now, the reason why we do the members first is to give time for people to sign up to the Google form so they can get in on it. All right, first winner here is Ben Ching. Congratulations to Ben Ching. All right, and then we're going to draw 3 more names. Hello, IDG Collects. We'll draw 3 more names. And then we have some Chan. All right, 3 more names. Here we go. And then we have Raya. Raya. All right, last but not least, we have Hero Miro Kim. All right, congratulations to all of the winners. All of the winners. So for the members one, we're just gonna do it in one go. So here is the new box. So let's just give it a bit of a shuffle, and then go into our openings. And first name here is Ben. Now, if you've seen our video, we haven't pulled any SAR as yet. So far we've only pulled some SR trainer cards. We didn't even pull a SR Pokemon. So, and I always say, sometimes, or most of the time, we get pretty lucky on stream. I tend to pull the best stuff for my viewers, and then leave the bad stuff for myself these days. So, Ava Canyon, Snorlax here. I still, and we've got a wow, we've got is it a nose pass, right? A nose pass out rare here for Ben. Very, very nice. Let's leave this up. If I can find my sleeves. Does this one work? This one seems like it works. There we go. All right. So very, very nice, Ben. Congratulations. An art rare. So we'll put that in there. We won't seal it yet because we wanted to evenly distribute the winnings, so to speak. Evenly distribute the winnings. So we'll just put it on the bottom. Here we go. All right. Next up, we have Chan. We have Chan. Cool to watch shows from Hong Kong. Something else than all those American vending shows. Yeah, Hong Kong is very different. Hong Kong, people's mindset in Hong Kong when it comes to shows are very, very different. And I mean, it's just a culture thing. It's just a culture thing. We've got a Ganga here. Very, very nice. It's just a culture thing. And partly to do with how people look at Pokemon. I'm trying to say it in the most political correct way, if not to offend people. Because if I were to say that, if you give me some truth serum, I might offend a lot of people. But just the way that some people here in Hong Kong, well, majority of people here in Hong Kong look at Pokemon and look at Pokemon card is very, uh, very different. I would say it's more value driven, and they tend to look at the investment side of things a little bit stronger, and they like gambling more. So I haven't been to shows in America, honestly, so I can't really tell. But here in Hong Kong, if you go to a show, 95% of the show will be vendors running lucky bags or Reaper, which is a oh my god! This is a SAR, right? This is an SAR. All right, here we go. What kind of SAR this is? Some Chen is on a roll here. No, it's not an SAR. It's not an SAR. It's a Zygate. Zygate? Zygate. Mega Zygate SR. Wow. That is fantastic. Get some sleeves. Still a great card, indeed. It is still a great card. I get tricked by the border. You would think that how much of these I've opened now, I still get tricked by the border of what it is and what it should be. All right, here we go. Some Chan, congratulations. We won't seal it yet. We pulled no EX card yet. No EX card. All right, Raya. Raya is up next. Continuing on. But we could still pull the SAI in here. We could still pull the SAI here. But yeah, like I said, like if you go to a show here in Hong Kong, most of the card show, they're all about Oripa, they're all about lucky bags, which a lot of people don't understand, but people love gambling, especially in this part of the world. So it kind of ruined the mood of a card show a little bit when it's dominant by 90, 5% of it. But I don't know what is it like in card show, because I feel like the card show in US or anywhere in the world is not like that, and I feel like people uh at those sort of card show understand it's not that great to do those type of gambling. That's how I feel. Uh, anyway, wow! If you have a special energy on this, it plus 150, and so it gives it to be about 330 in terms of uh HP. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, Pokemon TCG Ripper. Hope you're doing well. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. As we're just going through now, this is the member only stream. Sorry, this is the member only draw. So we are going to do the subscriber draw up next. Up next. All right, a Yvettle EX, our first EX here. Live in the Netherlands. It's been okay on the show. I went sometimes too crowded. Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting. Some of the general comment for show is like it's always too crowded. And I think it's the organizers, would you say, cheaping out on the venue, or maybe it's just not a lot of venue um accessible. Casual here in Michigan are full of resellers that buy products from retail store to make it quick. Lots of people lowballing you. Yeah. So I mean, I love to, uh, if there is a chance, I would love to go to card party, for example, because I wouldn't imagine DPM, aka Pat, would be. If we've got a SR trainer here, Pat would be, the vendors that he's bringing in for those, they wouldn't be like that. I don't think. I wouldn't think. Um, but you know, it's part of the culture. It's part of the culture wherever. It's part of the culture in terms of where you're from. Even though I don't like what's going on here in Hong Kong in terms of the card show, there's nothing. It's part of the culture. It's part of the culture. So there is. I can only look at it from far in disapprove, but also kind of had to acknowledge it as it is part of the culture. I mean, when we do card show, we don't do any lucky bags, and that's one rules that I applied. Even sometimes it is tempted just to put together something, just to say I have it. But out of the 5 card shows that I did last year in the space of 6 months, we've never done any lucky bag, so to speak. We've never say, hey, here is the pool of cards that you can get. Pay $2,000 and you can get those. We've never done that, so I think it's it's hard. It's hard when everyone else is doing it around you, and then I think it's also hard when when you're like we had multiple instances this year where we're right next to some lucky bags and they get really crowded, so they actually the people um block our store as well. And I've been really nice about it because the community is really small. You don't want to go ape shit over something like this, but yeah. that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts. All right, where is this? We're still missing two art rare. We're still trying to pull an art rare here. We're slowly coming to see all the EX cards, but we're still missing those two art rare. Is this a potentially broken box? And then a mega label here. So in terms of 2026, it's weird. It's weird this year. Um, I haven't really set myself any goal this year for the channel. It was uh, it was actually really busy the past 6 months. The last 6 months of the year was really busy because, like I said, we did 5 card show last year. Was it one, two, three? Yeah, we did 5 card show last year within the space of not probably not 8 months, but within the space of 7 months. I think we did 5 card show. That's almost a show a month, and so we were busy. Um, we were busy basically sourcing cards and like buying cards. We actually went to Japan 2 or 3 times, and we did do we did capture footage for both times that we went to Japan actually, but we just haven't even had time to edit the second time that we were in Japan. So it's pretty crazy. And you guys just saw the video that we just put out. That was a November show, so we still have uh one more show. We still have one more day to edit as we get a Talon Flame here for Raya. Very, very nice. All right, we're gonna sleeve that up. Talonflame is, I would say, in terms of the Route 1 birds, Talonflame is definitely have to be one of the best. Uh, one of the most used. There's a white dot here, which is very, very uncommon for Japanese card. White dot right there, if people can see it. White dot right there. All right, we're gonna stick that on. AP4C, I was in a birthday celebration. What have I lost? Nothing so far. Nothing. We haven't quite pulled any big bangers yet. We're doing the member giveaway right now, and we are going to move to the subs giveaway right after this. Right after this. So we've got a Kaferi. We still have one more art rare and potentially a an error box, maybe? Maybe. Meowskiata. No, that's a meow stick. Sorry, I get the meows wrong. So I hope everyone's doing well and off to a great start to a 2026. I certainly hope 2026 is going to be a lot more better for us personally. You guys heard, not sure if you guys have heard the story. I was made redundant back in May last year, and then we actually been out of a job since, and we've recently started to try to find a job just because um, YouTube doesn't pay the bills. Let's just put it that way. And we get Eradicate art rare here. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't pay the bills. More often, YouTube actually uh, spend I've spent too much money on maintaining the channel, and I'm not. Again, this is my passion, so I don't mind spending money on this. But it comes to a point in time where if you are not working, you're not earning, and you're spending, you need to readjust. So we're finding a job, but the job market is pretty tough out there. Not gonna lie. Uh, most of the application I've sent haven't had any feedback at all. Like not even a no. And then I would say a lot of rejection so far. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. So hopefully we'll be able to secure a job. And when we can secure a job, I guess we can continue to fund this channel. and hopefully it doesn't divert, all of our energy as well, because again, like I said, this is a hobby, and I love, and I absolutely enjoy what I'm doing with this channel. When I first started it, I think like everyone else, I was like, this should be easy. It should be easy to blow up. But then, uh, it's not. It's actually not. It's actually not. All right, here we go. So the strategy for this year, in terms of trying to go a little bit bigger, I've taken in all of your, all of your, taken in all of your comments and feedback. I know bye 1 2 3 4 bye have been vocal, pretty vocal about us getting into shorts. So we are slowly getting into doing more shorts. Hopefully, attract more audience, up the uh, up the subscribers, up the views. All right, that was our first box. For those who are playing at home, now I'm just going to go over and check the Google form. The Google form now has double the response. Okay, so we're just gonna copy those, and then we're going to replace all the names. And paste it there. Right. So for the subscribers, so here are all the names so far. So I think we're gonna do one by one this time, though. We're gonna do one by one this time. So 51 names. Let's logged in and let's draw the first winner. 1, 2, 3. So for those who are wondering, we do read all of your comments. Whenever you post comment on our video, we read them. All right, Bruno Alex. 1995. Congratulations being the first winner. Here we go. Bruno Alex 1995. Congratulations. It's it almost feels crazy that people say if you're born in 1995, you are old. I was like, what? It's like, what? I've been watching these sort of clips on YouTube, and then they're going around asking people what's their age in the office, and then they're like, "Oh, I was born in 19," and then they stop there and then they play the Jurassic Park music. I'm like, "What? 1990 something is not that old." I'm like, "Geez." Anyway, here we go. New box here. New box here. And we are going off Bruno Alex 1995. So hello to Lendro. Hello to Andrew. Are you USA based? I am unfortunately not USA based. I am. I have. How do I best describe myself? I was born in Hong Kong, migrated to Australia, and now back in Hong Kong. Been back for about 10 years, more than 10 years now, actually. So we're based in Hong Kong, and that's why there is such thing as tariff for us. What are the guarantee hits in Japanese box? In Japanese box, you for this particular, so these are what we call normal set, and Mega Dream is what we call an expansion set. So for these, you normally get 3 art rare. You're guaranteed 3 art rares, and then you're guaranteed about 4, if you're lucky, 5 EX card, and then you'll get a box hit. And the box hits are usually SRN or above. So that's the guarantee. That's the guarantee for these. All right, nothing here. Yes, L Mocoso 99. We're not based in US, and that's why we on the form there's a disclaimer saying that if you are energy recycle, if you are from the US, you just have to trust me. I will hold your winnings, and then if and when the tariff situation improves, that's when we can send your cards. Again, I don't want to get into the political side of things, but unfortunately, there is a tariff in place at the moment, and yeah, anime, anime. Am I in a little shack? I sub, bro. Thank you very much. So we are, and probably the maybe the last thing we'll talk about. We are doing a challenge in 2026 where we're going to spend $1 on every new subscriber, and we're going to do that every month because there's no point of doing that every day. So we might do it every month, we might do it every 2 weeks, but at the moment I'm deciding to do it every month. So every month we'll check how many new subscribers that we get, and then we'll buy some Pokemon cards, and then we'll put all the hits in the binder, and then we'll give away that binder at the end of the year. Now, the goal, what I hope to achieve, is to open a Japanese base set pack. So we're talking about 500 USD, which is around 4,000 Hong Kong dollars. So, oh, very very nice. Then hey bro, what's your favorite Pokemon? So we're hoping that we'll get up to, by the end of the year, of course, 4,000 subscribers. More than new for more than new more than new 4,000 new subscribers. It's like just my English went haywire there. More than 4,000 new subscribers. If we can do that, and then I guess the challenges, it gets bigger, right? It gets bigger and bigger. It gets bigger and bigger. Uh, all right, I was almost gonna rip, and then we forgot that we need to get some names. Almost forgot. All right, we just got one name, I think, to add. One name to add. All right, we're gonna go to draw one more name out. Munikis 0. All right, here we go. Drawing one more name. Here we go. And then, of course, we've got 3 more. My birthday's coming up this Monday, and I'll try to finish a Phantasm's play. I only need 4 more. Wow, that is a good effort. That is a good effort. And the reason why I'm not saying this very lightly, and it is pretty hard to do master set these days. I think it is very expensive to do master set these days. It is just crazy. So good effort. Now, Mario uh, Vanina, Mario Vanina 8447 is our winner. So we're going to continuing on. Um, what's your favorite Pokemon? If you look at our channel logo, you'll see our favorite Pokemon there. All right, continuing on, we pull one art rare, which is a beautiful Dendene. Um, I'm missing goal and SAR side for the master set. I gave up already. Those are the two. I mean, I even haven't pulled those myself as well. I've opened quite a lot of Phantasmal Flame as well. I was thinking, I'm pretty good at pulling Charizard. I pulled a few in my lifetime. Maybe the SAR achievable. We did not pull the SAR nor the gold Charizard. Do you watch or follow soccer or any sport? I am a huge. I follow NBA. I do follow soccer though, not as much as I follow NBA. And part of the only reason I'm following soccer is I have a fantasy. I'm doing fantasy Premier League this year. Something that I did in the past and picked it up again. Soccer, yes, football. Not so much NFL. I still, I mean, I'm starting to get the hang of it, but still quite clueless in terms of NFL. Messi or Ronaldo? Um, I'm gonna have to. You have to be Ronaldo. You have to be. I'm sorry. I'm a United fan, so yeah, it has to be Ronaldo. You may turn off the stream, but it has to be Ronaldo. As a even though the way that he left United wasn't great, still it has to be Ronaldo for me. I know it's not gonna. This might not sit well with a lot of people, but you're allowed to have a personal opinion. All right. No art rare as yeah. No art rare as yeah. And I do, and this is like I need to do more live stream. We just don't have a lot of product to open, because I love these chat on the live stream. Just randomly talking about things as we get another nose pass here. GGMU. They've been playing well. I've sent you a DM about a question I have for you. No worries, Andrew. I will check it after uh, this particular stream. I am assuming it's probably about your cards, your winnings. So we'll attend that for you. Yeah, basically, I pack all the cards into a top loader, and then went into the post office. This is what they said. They said, are these documents?" I said, "Well, they're cards." They said, "No, if they're I have to draw names. If they're not documents, they might get confiscated." I'm like, "What?" And that's when if they get confiscated, we're just gonna go down to this rabbit hole, and people are gonna. And the biggest thing is, I might lose my credibility. People are like, "Well, because I could say I've sent a card, you could say you didn't down to that rabbit hole." Right. For some reason, uh, we're having a little bit of difficulties. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Oh my God, how old are you? There's people with basketball is normally like LeBron or MJ or Kobe. When you're going back, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, I'm like, "Ooh, how old are you?" Lie. That is a tough question to answer. Magic or Larry? I'm gonna have to say Larry. I'm gonna have to say Larry. Not of his players' credential. Like they- they're both They're both they're both obviously good players. The reason why I like Larry more, Indiana. My team is Indiana Pacers, and that's probably gonna explain why I'm not watching a lot of basketball this year because they suck. Um, so and draw another name out. You go one, two, three. I just bought two Sky Ridge packs for $15 through wine. What not? What? Why not? Satoshi TCG is our next winner here. Going back to our live stream here. Two Sky Ridge packs for $15. Did you mean you bought two empty packs for $15? That's kind of confusing. All right, what's a Satoshi TCG empty pack? Okay, all right. All right, here we go. Continuing on for Satoshi TCG. Continuing on. All right. That you are here. Hello, Versa. Happy New Year. I received the first package and the second one is on its way. Thank you. Thank you, Luna. And congrats. Can't wait till you open up the package and see what cards you've got. Hopefully something that you like, something that both you and your children will enjoy. Thank you, Luna. Favorite Gen 1 Pokemon? Oh, it's a little bit cliche, but I have to say Charizard. I mean, I do collect Charizard cards. Uh, so it had to, yeah, I think it has, yeah, Charizard will probably be my favorite Gen 1. Cheese is a cheesecake, right? All right, we haven't pulled our box hit yet. I do apologize. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Nope, got Fable. We have 6 more packs left. Can we pull a SAR for someone? Can we? I hate that I love Charizard, but that's my guy. I feel the same sometimes. But you know, can I mean, am I right to say this? Like, if you actually compare Charizard card to Pikachu cards, it's only the first edition Charizard Shuttleless is crazy, right? And then if you put that aside, Pikachu cards are actually more expensive because there's so many more Japanese exclusive Pikachu cards out there. And it is a Esper. All right, so that means that means the SR and above could be an SAR is going to the next person. What about Skyrish Side? Yeah, I mean, Skyrish Side is the crystal side is expensive, but it feels like, well, I mean, put it this way, I think as an average across the board, I feel like the Pikachu cards value are higher than Charizard. If that makes sense, hopefully that makes sense. Is it this set or the next set with the SAR Mimikyu? This coming one, right? SAR Mimikyu? No, Pikachu have a lot of common cards. Yeah, you're right. I'm not saying you're not wrong. All right. All right, here we go. Last draw here. This person could be potentially going home, getting the best card in the set if I can pull it. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yes, there is a yes, correct. Trainer Glenn. Congratulations. Now, Trainer Glenn was actually here at the start of the stream. I'm not sure if he's still here. Let me just check. Yes, Trainer Glenn was here at the start of the stream. Not sure if he or she is still here. We've got 4 packs to go. We are guaranteed something good here. We're just not sure what it is for Trainer Glenn. We're guaranteed, we're locked in to something very, very shiny, and it is in this pack. All right, Trainer Glenn, let's see what we've got for you. Here we go. Now, from the looks of it, I have no idea. I don't want to guess anymore. You go 1, 2. Oh! Damn! Damn! Trainer Glenn. Ooh! Congratulations. Oh, told you we pull an SAR. Didn't I tell you guys I'm gonna pull an SAR for you guys? I told you. That is a nice card for Trainer Glenn. Wow. Beautiful card. The Meow EX. This is probably number 1 or number 2 card in terms of competitive side on this particular set. Number 1 and number 2 card. Pokepad and Meow is going to be the number 1 and number 2. Pokepad, you can get Pokemon out of your deck. Meow, you can pick a trainer card, any trainer card that you want out of your deck. So this is crazy. Congrats. Nice. Trainer Glenn. Nice. All right. I don't think there's any more surprises in these. So we're just going to go through these relatively quickly. Okay. Last pack here. Imagine we have an SR here. SR? No. All right. Nothing here. All right. Well, there you go. That is fantastic. Trainer Glenn, congratulations. We're going to seal this up for you. Very nice. And then we have the Esper. Very, very nice. And then we have the, once again, the nose pads, which we pulled twice this morning. Very nice. Last but not least, we've got the Dendene. Very, very nice. All right. Here we go. So that's the winners. So we'll be contacting you guys as per usual. With that, we open all of our Munikis Zero stuff here. I actually don't have anything to open, but the only thing that I wanted to plug, the only thing I wanted to plug is this little folder here. So we did, this is our 2026 challenge. For every new subscriber, we're going to spend $1 HK on packs, and it's going to be a total thing. So we're going to, we will, like I said, we're trying to do it every month. In the month of January, we've got 179 new subscribers, so we spent about $170 odd, and we pulled these. so far. And we're going to hopefully try to fill this folder. And then we're going to, if it gets more than this, we'll transfer it to a new folder and hopefully give this folder away to one person at the end of the year. The goal, I'm hoping that we will be able to open a Japanese base set and put whatever we pull in there. That's the goal. All right, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I certainly did. It's always a pleasure to be opening up cards for you guys, especially we're able to pull the meow right here. Very, very nice. Probass. Probobass. Probobass. Nosepass is the pre-evolution, right? Alright, with that said, hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys are also opening up some Pokemon products, may the God of Pulls be with you. Always. Alright, thank you guys. See you guys soon.